Hey, what's up, guys? It's Wednesday again. So I haven't done Orcust in a while, and I actually I have a couple profiles that I want to do with Mekk-Knights, and I noticed I was missing the blues and one of the purples, so I bought them, and I enjoyed testing them in some other lists, and I was like, oh, dude, I forgot about fucking Mekk-Knight Orcust, and I was like, oh, dude, like I haven't done that on the channel, so I was like, yeah, let's fucking do that. So this will be the Wednesday upload. It's actually Mekk-Knight Orcust. There's some Sky Striker stuff. It's a very strange. There's some DDD cards too, which is kind of fucking wild. But yeah, I guess without further ado, I don't even know what to call this, to be honest. You'll see what it's called after I figure out what to fucking name it. It might just be Mekk-Knight Orcust Sky Striker Puke with a side of foam. All right, so this will come up here. All right, so. I'm just going to go through this. This is 40 cards. I actually really enjoyed playtesting this list. This list is kind of wild in how it plays. It seems like all the pieces of your hand just kind of fall, like all the cards in your hand kind of fall into place. It's weird because I'm not playing like playing multiple copies of Hard One's turn cards, like, you know, Gears or whatever, but a lot of one-ofs. So anyway, so obviously 3 Gearsu. Card's absolutely ridiculous. You know, there's not a whole lot to say about this. 2 Nightmare. Speaking of Nightmare, my whole life's a nightmare. I always have to make that joke. Fuck! Yeah, card's just very good. 2 Symbol Skeleton. I actually learned how to play with 1 copy of this card. I still just think 2 is where you want to be at in case you draw it. So that's just kind of my thing. I think 2 is just the consistent ratio brick, but you know, Droplet makes it easier to play with. So. And then obviously 2 Wand, and then the Homeboy Bombard, dude. This card's still just nuts. I know one of my profiles, I was like, this card doesn't do a whole lot, but you gotta play it. The card actually does a whole lot in this deck, this profile anyways. Super huge fan of the card. I think I'd always play one of it. I don't think I'd ever not play one of it. Just very good with Droplet too. Obviously one Gizmek. I mean, this card's like the heart and soul of the deck. Super huge fan of that card. So, and then the Mekk-Knight stuff. So I'm playing 2 purple, 1 blue. I found that this was the correct ratio for me because I didn't want to see this a whole lot. I did lose die rolls. This engine obviously makes losing die rolls a lot easier, but I always want to see more of these. And when I was playing 3, I think it was 3, 1, and then the 1 Shifty Boy, the one that moves around, I cut him because he wasn't like super necessary. But once I cut this to 2, it was completely fine. The 3 was a little much in my opinion. So huge fan of this engine though. Just very, very consistent engine. And then like I said, the DDD stuff. So I'm playing 1 Lamia. I saw this tech, I can't remember, it was a while ago on something somewhere, and I wish I could give them credit for it, but some dude was playing this in Orcust, and it was just very good. I tested it and I was like, holy shit, this guy's on to something. It's very nuts. So I'll show you why. Obviously, you can probably imagine. So then for the Sky Striker cards, obviously the 1 Engage, Hornet Drones. I'm only playing 1 Widow Anchor in this list. I think the last Sky Striker Orcust list I had was a 2 Widow Anchor. And I'm playing the Eagle Booster. So the 1 Widow Anchor is completely fine because I'm playing a little bit different. I needed more space because I'm playing the DDD engine. The DDD stuff is just very good. So, and then the 1 Upstart. Only 1 Foolish Burial Goods. Like I said, I'm not trying to play a whole lot of hard ones return cards. Shout out to my boy Lewis. I know my boy Lewis was like, dude, play fucking Foolish Burial Goods and the fucking Eldritch Orcust. Yeah, I agree, dude. It was just like the Dangers just ended up drawing the nuts that time, but. And this list, obviously, since you're playing the Sky Striker cards, is just necessary. And I'm actually playing the Metal Foes Fusion. I actually played this as like a gamble, and I actually ended up, when I would draw this, it would be with Droplet, so it was just very good, so I just kept it in. And then the 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Succession, 1 Return, and the 1 Battle. So just a whole lot of 1-0 spell cards, so you can resolve the Engage. And then for the other spells, 3 Allure. I mean, 3 Allure is just, you know, it just gets you to the Engage cards or the cards and nuts. So this adds Lamia. essentially. So the main reason this is just very good, so I'm just going to go over this real quick. So you resolve one of these, right? You'll place it in this column. In one of the extra Monster Zone columns, you'll add the Lamia, right? And then at some point, you'll put the, if you summon Girsu, or if you don't, you can actually normal summon, well, it depends on what your hand is, but essentially what you want, this card takes up one of the spots in the column. See down here, babe? Mm-hmm. So like if you make the Linkuriboh up here, if you summon the Girsu, Linkuriboh up here, there'll be 2 in the column to summon the purple Mekk-Knight guy. Also, the extenders with this is just, I'm just a huge fan of this engine. Plus you can send this off at droplets after you add this, or you can send both at the same time, you know what I mean? So, and like I said, 3 droplet, like I said in the last video, I sold my ultimate rares when they peaked. I couldn't ignore the price. I had to dump them, so we'll be buying more in the future, but these are processed for right now, so don't hate me. And then obviously 3 crescendo, 3 of these with fucking, you know, a droplet, etc. It's very good. So, and like I said, I'm only playing 1 Foolish Burial Goods. I didn't want to clog on it. Card's very good. I know you can set it off of droplets or whatever. I was just a huge fan of just having the 1 of. So, but obviously, like I said, I always give you guys just a template to play with. You guys can change however you want. For the extra deck, obviously 2 dings. 2 dings is always just the move. The 1 Zeus, Zeus is just, I mean, just crazy. And then for the Link ones, the 1 Kagari and the 1 Linkuriboh, obviously. And then the 2 Galatea. I think in my last list I was playing the 3 Galateas. I was trying to make space in this list because in this list I try to end on the bomber up top with like a purple out for the standby. Obviously I know that's not going to trigger the bomber or whatever, but I just like to have follow-ups or whatever, and like the Gizmek Engrave and whatever, and the Sky Striker stuff just kind of makes the topologic bomber dragon just fucking nuts. The 1 Lib, the 1 IP, the 1 Heckle Fibrax, obviously, you know, the Lamia procs you into this, which gets the fucking Bombard, yeah, the Bombard, the fucking Link 1, or the level 1 guy, you know, etc. So. And if I was playing hand traps, you could play like the Selene and stuff. I just, you know, it's just not. I'm playing 1 long Girsu in this list. Somebody was talking about this, I think in my last profile, how they were like, oh yeah, if like you co-link it to fucking Bomber at one time, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I don't really use it for that. I just kind of use it for this because you're not really trying to super overextend turn 1. You kind of want to end on the topologic Bomber with like a, you know, crescendo set with, you know, Skeleton and, you know, the Galatea back over here and etc. So. The card's very good, though. It has come up a couple times, not a whole lot, though. I mean, you could flex it out if you wanted to. Obviously, 1 collection for Unicorn. And then the access code, Horrible Sword, Top Left Bomber. This card just, this is like one of my favorite Link 4s, I think. That card's just absolutely ridiculous. Just the fact that you can proc it on your opponent's turn, it's very nuts. So, and if you have Eagle Booster that you search, you know, it's just nuts, too, so. But yeah, guys, I'm also going to have another Orcust list coming soon as well that I mentioned a little while ago with like the crazy text in it or whatever. And I want it to be, you know, to a point where like I'm like, you know, super happy to bring you guys that profile. It's not there just yet. It will be though. Like kind of when I was happy about the Blue Eyes Dragon Link profile, I was super stoked about showing you guys that one. So. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what decks you want to see, whatever. I can do almost or most of the meta or anything, but you know. So, cheers, guys.